Hello and welcome to another scene for Suburban Apples. Today's scene finds us in Brigganfowl. Lovely, picturesque Brigganfowl. The snow has fallen, the driveways are shoveled. Of course they are, because since it is New Year's Eve and because it is a nice suburban area, there's a block party going on. All the who's who's of the HOAs, the ladies' book club, the quilting club, the pie makers, the candlestick makers. Of course, it's New Hampshire. There are people who are making a living with all sorts of nice artisanal jobs here in Brigganfowl. Nothing is a money pit when everybody has money to spend. And that's where we open up. Snowballs are being hurled, and the laughter of children running about is being heard. Three children, Danny Johnson, Jackie Stewart, Marcus Firmage, they're banding about looking for their leader. Other teenagers, teenagers are sort of staying off to the side, drinking hot cider, thinking they're being clever, slipping the occasional, splash of their father's whiskey into the apple cider, coughing when they realize whiskey burns like a motherfucker when you haven't gotten used to it. And for a change of pace, let's turn to Marcia for the opening, where Human Todd is passing out hors d'oeuvres. He moves through the finer ladies that have sort of gathered in the yard space of Marcia's dwelling for this block party. And he's gently making small talk before he escapes from one of the clingier ladies and swings by wherever Marcia is at the moment. I don't know how you deal with this on a day-to-day basis, darling.
A lot of practice and a lot of wine. And she leans in and gives Human Todd a kiss on the cheek.
He smiles and reciprocates by giving her a kiss on the other cheek. You're a saint, absolutely a saint. And as soon as he says that, another housewife is like, "Oh, Todd, you must," obviously flirting with your husband, and he feels exhausted by the entire experience. But out in front of you, you see the action of Brigganfowl, the children running. And children, which include Erica, who your friends are out there and looking for their leader. And what are you doing at the moment as they pass by?
Wait, me or Erica?
Erica.
Okay.
Me.
So
well, I would imagine that she is probably getting ready to go to this party.
Well, it's outside. It's taking up the entire.
Oh, is it?
Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then she's outside exploring it, looking at everything that's going on.
Okay. As mentioned, Danny, Jackie, and Marcus are kind of running through. Danny, being the oldest, pulling Jackie and Marcus on a sled as they rush through the streets looking for Patrick. And they sort of slide to a kind of clumsy stop as they see you. And hey, have you seen Patrick? This is Danny, the oldest.
Hi. No, I haven't. Would you like me to help you look for him?
Yeah, more eyes the better. And he indicates like a small gap on the sled, which is mostly taken up by Marcus's coat.
Okay. He's in there.
Yes. He slowly gathers the momentum to start pulling the sled through the street again. And Patrick, what are you doing at the moment?
Well, clearly I am not with the rest of the gang here. I'm actually Patrick is currently well, he's actually got distracted. He had an idea. He had a mission on hand. He had been thinking about it for a while, and he realized that, Ted had mentioned it a few times, and you know what? It'd be nice to put a pirate in their place. So he started on his way up to Vin's house, but then got distracted by all the commotion that's going on along the street, and he's currently, believe it or not, like in the midst of all the adults here, and taking pastries off things, and maybe grabbing a few things he shouldn't be grabbing off stuff, and yet for some reason no one's questioning this child being in the midst of the adults.
Somebody passes by with champagne and disposable plastic flutes.
Grab.
Marcia, you see a small hand reach for champagne from Todd's tray.
I would say, and I would imagine that this could go badly if I have to roll for it, but she would pluck it out of his hand after he grabbed it and just say thank you and knock it back.
Hey!
Very thoughtful.
I was going to drink that, it was bubbly.
I don't think you would enjoy the taste, dear. I really don't.
Oh, I think I would.
Would you like to try some?
Yeah.
All right. She snags another one off of, she wanders over to Todd and leans over and, does the little over the shoulder grab thing, kind of bumps him affectionately and comes over and holds it out to Patrick and says, give it a shot.
Okay. And he drinks and he starts to take that way too big of a drink for a child. Is it?
She pats him on the back. That's what I thought.
No, it's good. It's good.
It's not good.
He tries to drink it again stubbornly, but it's very clear he's not just enjoying it at all.
You know what is good? Jennifer Rosenthal from Three Houses Down made an entire tower of double caramel brownies. And I heard that she's English. So I think you should liberate those.
I think I should. Oh, yes. I think I'll liberate those for Agnes. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, but I have other things to liberate. Oh, you can help me.
What are you liberating?
I'm liberating Ted's teapot.
Oh, I could help with that, I suppose. Certainly more interesting.
Yes, but we need more people. We need more people for this.
Almost as if on narrative cue. Pulling to the top of the street, which is at the top of the hill, and sliding downward, careening a bit out of control because it is being propelled by somebody dragging it. Realizing the specific layout is Danny trying to run ahead of a sled carrying 3 children.
Eric is screaming, "Go faster!" It's gonna hit you. Go faster.
Can I enlist Human Todd's help to stop this play?
Yes.
So Marcia sees, as if on narrative cue, the sled moving down, and her eyes widen, and she just says, "Todd." And I want to make clear, oh shoot, hold on just a second, I lost it. That Marcia is dressed like this, except with a white fur coat over top.
Okay, looking schmancy. Okay.
Yeah. So
she's so cold.
Yeah, she's freezing, but it's the HOA and the book club are there. She's not gonna not wear something fine. So, but she is gonna take off to grab that blade before it can crash into something that she owns or hurt the children. Those are her priorities in that order. Saving her window and saving the kids.
Todd hears the panic in your voice and turns to look at what's coming towards the yard and the tables of food laying out, and throws himself into the path of this chaos. You hear like some cloth being torn as Todd's jacket kind of takes the brunt of the sled, and like he gets up and there's like a big tear in his coat, and he just shakes his head at the pile of kids and sled. The not toppled over tables, and he's like, well, if you'll excuse me for a moment, dear. I think I it's time for a wardrobe change. And
if anyone here deserves sainthood, it's you. And she pats his cheek and says, "Thank you." And then
Patrick goes bounding towards the group of kids, of course, because he recognizes them. Danny, Jackie, Marcus, Erica.
Yeah. And Marcia kind of dusts herself off. It was like she didn't really do a whole lot. She was trying to catch it, but she's in very impractical shoes. Dusts herself off a little bit and just says, "Children?" She doesn't know anything.
Well, you met Jackie and Marcus that one time. So.
Oh, I met them.
I got their names. Who are you?
Who are you, children?
Jackie and Marcus. Oh, go ahead.
One of these children is a she.
That's a new one.
Right.
Yes.
She's a she.
Yeah. So she looks at Erica and then at Patrick and she says, "It looks like you've made some new friends."
I have, and now I can and I have a plan already. He says as he rubs his hands together with them. So you remember that sorcerer I was telling you about, the one we trashed put all the garbage around in his yard? He's talking to the children now.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like,
Erica will nod. Yeah.
Well, I got another fun idea. But we're gonna need a distraction because they took something, and I need to take it back for a good friend of mine. So we need to run a little bit of a distraction.
I think we can manage.
What kind of distraction?
Oh, there's all sorts of ideas. I was thinking we could do well. I thought maybe Ding Dong Ditch would be a fun one, but I mean that's rather cliche. We could egg his house. That could also be fun.
No. No, I don't like that idea.
Well, it'd be so much fun. What? I mean, he had to clean up so much. And it would be distracting.
Toilet paper would be more destructive in the wet weather, dear.
That's awesome. We have plenty of toilet paper.
Oh, I don't think we have enough. Looks like we'll have to find something else to do.
There is an entire plate of brownies that we need to liberate. We can smear that all over the windows.
We could certainly try, but brownies are a bit dry for smearing.
Find a way.
I don't know. I like your first plan. It's cliche, but things are cliche and become tropes because they're useful, and you can't do better than the classics a lot of times.
Yeah. So, if everyone could do that one at a time, that way everyone gets involved. They run up, ring the doorbell, hide, and do that, while I climb up the drain pipe and go through one of the windows.
I like that idea.
Precisely? Where are we trying to get into precisely?
The sorcerer's house. The one next door.
Oh. I have a spare key, dear.
But that's no fun.
Well,
Patrick likes to do things the hard way.
Oh, I'm aware.
The fun way.
He comes in through the window at nights. It is hell on the heating bill, but bring them in, I suppose.
Well, that's fine. I mean, that could even be a better distraction. You guys go in downstairs, and I'll go in upstairs.
Sounds perfect. Or we could just... I could just invite Vin out to the party, and then I'll distract him while you liberate Ted's teapot.
That could work. But what about the pirate?
That is another matter entirely.
While all this is going on, we're going to go ahead and cut away to Syne Lapius.
Oh, Tasha.
Willie, you ready to type? Okay.
Yeah.
It's New Year's, and you find yourself kind of standing staring at the rubble of what was once the mural of Syne Lapius. You may not have lived here long, but you knew what it was. You knew what it stood for. You knew what it gave this part of the city. And at first, you're by yourself. But as you're sitting there kind of staring at the rubble lit by work lights, somebody has left a couple on, which gives a sort of odd ambiance, almost in more memoriam of this beautiful thing that used to exist that has been reduced to gravel at this point. A young woman walks up. She looks to be about 17 years old. She's got the look of youthful rebellion. You don't know me, Mom. Just kind of.
Oh, yes.
Yes, she has that look about her, wearing a leather jacket that's just.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Far too big for her. And she's like got the safety pins in her ears because there's no way her parents would actually pay for her to get like her cartilage pierced that many times.
Sorry, the teen in me just was like, ah.
Rebooting.
And she just kind of looks at you and she's like, it's like the only interesting thing in this whole area. And they tore it down.
I know, right?
And she gives kind of a flirtatious smile at the awkwardness. She's so you're new around here, right?
Stranger danger.
She's 17.
Who's next?
Yeah. Hey, what the fuck is up?
Oh, not much. Avoiding my mom. She's been calling me to take care of my stupid brother. I have to head back to that frickin' party on the other side of town. I was over here hanging out with some friends, but Mother Dearest calls to take care of the precious little baby. You want to come with?
Sorry, anticipatory giggling.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. I might be playing a little more comedy. Sure, whatever. Baka.
She gives kind of a one of those like mischievous like, yeah, I'm tough too smiles. And she points to her car. It's like a 2002 Honda Civic hatchback.
Yes, that's the best.
You know they're gay if it's a hatchback.
Yes.
Oh wow, nice wheels.
Thanks, Mom. Mom finally got me a car. I mean, it's like a third of what she spent on my brother's wheelchair, but you know.
Oh, I see.
Yikes.
Well, you know.
Damn, you're fucking lucky. There we go.
And she just sort of she shrugs and, well, who knows? Maybe if you're lucky, I'll give you a ride now and then. She gives kind of a playful wink, but it's like that over exaggerated.
Tasha. Tasha has probably melted now.
I'm trying so hard to be cool. Be cool. Be cool.
Wow, did she just say that to me?
Oh!
We're all having way too much fun with this.
Tasha, we have a proposition for you. Go on!
The inside of the Honda Civic, it has like the concert pass sort of thing, like draped over the rear view mirror, yeah, that sort of thing. Little tree that may have once smelled vaguely of like pina colada, but now smells entirely of paper.
Oh my god.
Tasha feet up on the dashboard because she's cool, god damn it. And she the girl buckles up and she's like, oh, I'm Mandy, by the way.
Mandy.
And she starts the car and starts to drive towards
Oh, hi!
Oh, hi.
Do you have a name?
I'm Tasha. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
Nice to meet you too. And I'm glad I met you because at least that means tonight will be interesting. After all, it's New Year's Eve.
Blink, blink. Yeah.
No one is that smooth when they're 17, Carol.
Look.
Oh, shit. You
It's
want
a
some
fictional
vodka?
fucking game.
Pulls out a bottle.
Oh, shit, you want some vodka? Oh my god.
An airplane bottle. The tiniest bottle of vodka ever. And passes it over to her.
Shots.
While driving. she's like, just 1 second. Just we'll be there.
Where Rebecca go?
Her phone, her computer may have died. So.
Yep. She'll be back on her phone. She'll be back on her phone. Give her time. She bought it with the one ID.
Yeah, with that one ID. She got from the stolen wallet. Oh my god.
The one that I stole but didn't use. I wasn't using it.
I have metamorphosis. I need a fake ID. Oh. 11, thank you very much.
I'm 10.
Oh Lord, kids.
Let's see. When did I put her birthday? Oh, not until March. She'll be 12 in March. She was born on the Ides of March, March 15th.
Oh.
Yeah.
So many changelings are born on the Ides of March.
I know. It's cliche as fuck, but it was what
Beware
popped in
the
my head.
Ides of March.
I'm not judging. My first changeling was born on the Ides of
The
March.
Ides of March.
So
This is what they really meant to Caesar. It's the Fae, damn it.
they are born just in mass. Every March, just
It's a glamour explosion.
where the population boom of the Fae. Oh Lord.
I actually imagine that a lot of changelings are born on July 1st. Because that is about 38 to 40 weeks after Samhain.
Okay. Oh, that one, yeah, I guess that would work. March, yeah.
Don't really. You still, even at C20, you still don't really know what you're doing on Samhain, so.
What?
You're good.
What am I doing? Where am I?
Well, you know what you're doing, you just don't really remember it. It's really fuzzy.
Any word from Rebecca anywhere?
I haven't seen
No,
anything.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Send her an invite per the phone.
Okay, I sent her a message. Okay, so yeah, Mandy drives Natasha to
Come back.
to Brigand Fowl, and what Tasha will see is yeah, like the entire suburb has been sort of converted to this sort of communal party, like the sort of shit you only get when nobody's worried about their neighbors. You know, that we're all too rich to be criminals sort of layout. So people are going
Sure.
into each other's houses.
It's like a fucking postcard, right?
And Mandy's like, she rolls her eyes. She's like, I cannot wait to get the fuck out of this place. She's like, senior year. And then I'm gone.
Where are you going?
College, hopefully. Failing fucking that, I don't know, backpacking through Europe. I don't care if I'm homeless, if I have to busk my way through the Alps. I just need to get the fuck out of Brigand Fowl.
Oh, damn, that's a mood.
Translate that for the 35-year-old storyteller.
It just means that she agrees. I can
Oh,
relate to it, yeah.
Okay. Slang does not process.
Error.
Storyteller.exe has crashed.
Updating 30-year-old program. Loading.
Shit. Come on, I'm 34 and I know it.
I'm 10.
I'm 11.
Yeah. That's a mood. Yeah. That's what happens when a 35-year-old tries to play 17. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so anyways, she's like, she nods. What about you? You gonna stay in San Alapias your whole life? Crickets.
Probably gonna get some ROTC shit at my university. That's what all my brothers did.
Hey, a way out's a way out, right? And as she says this, she's like, she pulls into a driveway where a woman, like, dressed in like a scarf and an Angora sweater, khaki pants, like winter boots. Her hair is perfectly coiffed and pinned. She looks like she would be like pretty if it wasn't for that like obvious attempt of looking youthful for an era that has already passed. And she's standing next to a young boy in a wheelchair. And she's like tapping her foot, kind of looking a little irritated at the driver, at Mandy. And before
old lady.
she just sort of rolls her eyes and like, yeah, it's my mom. She like the mom starts doing the on the window, and Mandy's like, "What? I'm sorry. What? I can't hear you." And she, I don't find that very funny, young lady. Open the door. Hold on, I need to send Rebecca another
link.
Mm-hmm.
We believe in you, Rebecca. I am an adult.
Okay. So,
yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh, yeah. She just sort of like gives that sort of like surrendering sigh and she's like, yeah, I better get out of the car before she just flips a gasket. And because I don't know youthful slang. She opens the door to like be immediately scolded by her mother. Like, I told you I needed you here to watch Joey at 8 p.m. precisely. It is 8:45. Do you realize how long we've been waiting? It is cold. He needs somebody to watch him. You said you would take care of him. I would like to have a social life as well, you know. And she's like stroking at the top of his head and he looks really awkward, like, Mom, stop. Like I'm 10. And she's and all I ask is that you take care of him and, you know, make sure that he's going to be okay, blah 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 blah. And she continues her like lecture. She wanders off to find the book club. So let's see. I'm gonna send this link to myself and then send it to Rebecca.
Error.exe. Computer.
Gotta love computer issues.
Okay. So, anyways, Tasha tries to lean the car in a cool fashion. The car is cool.
just be cool. You be cool, Tasha. It's cool.
I can see her like leaning her elbow on the car and then it slips.
Hey kid, how's it going? To Mandy's brother.
Joey just sort of looks embarrassed for both of them. And he's like, you know, Mom's kind of being Mom. And he just sort of looks around and he's like, have you seen my friends anywhere? He's obviously saying this to Mandy because he's never seen Natasha before in his life, and so doesn't assume she'd know who his friends are. So let's see. Wait, there's got to be another way to add somebody.
The direct link's not working for her. The email's not working for her.
Let me see. See, that's the thing. When I send the
Hold
email,
up. Is one of them a ginger little shit?
And he just sort of like his eyes like yeah, I mean red hair, yeah. Let's see. Okay, 1 second. I'm trying to do this thing. Please interact amongst yourselves, small children.
Children.
And,
We'll get.
yeah.
I've seen him around here before. I don't think we saw him on the way driving out, but he's not hard to fucking find. He is hard to fucking find. Oh no. As Joey gets that 1,000-yard stare in the distance, just thinking of all the times of how hard it was to play hide and seek with Pat. Just follow the sound of tinkling bells.
Oh my god.
What? Yes, Bella, we're talking about you. No, you're not in the scene yet. Just calm down. Okay.
Great.
Sorry. All right, back to the scene with the kids as we're waiting for Rebecca, I guess. I'm just trying to make. I don't know what the timeline is, so I don't want to like accidentally like say let's go do this while everyone else is like playing catch up or anything along those lines. So I'm just a little. Carol's joined twice. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. I think. Sorry. Okay, so we needed to figure out who's going through the back door, who's going to be going into the house, who's going to oh, okay. There. Oh. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I should do anything.
What's going on? Oh no, I'm here. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find different ways to invite Rebecca back.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right. One way or another, I think I need to make sure. In one way or another, I'm going to be going up the drain pipe. People can sneak through the back door. Someone can play the ding dong and ring the doorbell to distract them, or Marcia here can invite Vin. I will invite the sorcerer out to the block party. I mean, one way or another, we just enough distraction to keep everyone focused on different things while I go searching around.
Erica just nods. Okay. I guess I'll ring the doorbell.
Sweet. All right. So everyone knows. So who's going to be sneaking in the back? No takers.
After all that you've said about the sorcerer to them, they all seem a little skeptical about this being something they should do. I don't know, Patrick. What if
Yay!
Hey.
What was Rebecca?
Hey. Oh, finally.
It worked at the other one. I don't know why it wasn't coming through that first email.
All right. Well, welcome to the party. You just missed my plan of going along with the ding dong ditch plan and trying to get them to sneak through the back.
Great. Into it. Let's do it.
Okay. So all right. So you can play the ding. So Erica here's going to do the ding dong ditch. These three are going to go sneak through the back. I'm going to go up the drain pipe and break into the house that way, and you can invite the sorcerer out.
So
wait a minute.
Waiting after the ding dong ditch for him to answer the door, or
I mean, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I like that. Let's do it. Go ahead.
A kid's plan isn't exactly sound, but hey.
And he just sort of looks to Natasha or to Tasha, like, are we hanging out with like the kids?
I mean, it sounds like their plan is kind of a disaster. Let's fucking do it. Joey, you're just in time.
Yeah, Erica will notice Joey. Joey, hi.
And he just sort of gives kind of a shy wave. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to be late. Mom took me to a doctor's appointment today.
Oh, no problem, but you're here now, so we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah. He says, and he gives kind of a smile. And
now, I know you got a good arm. You get to be our ordinance.
Marcia puts her hand, like the back of it like this, on Joey's forehead, and then she looks startled at herself for doing that.
I want you to go ahead and roll me a perception kenning.
I can't do that.
Okay.
I could do that for her, but
okay. Yeah, I need to open up her character sheet.
Sorry.
Just tell me the diff and what dice to roll for her.
Okay. We're gonna go standard difficulty. Let me see how many dice. Once this character sheet is open, perception kenning 4 dice.
No successes for Marcia.
Okay. Yeah. He's probably just a little chilly from being outside.
Okay. She takes her hand back and she says, sorry, that seemed like the thing to do in the moment. If you're not feeling well, you could be part of the lure with me.
But Joey can be ordnance. I got rocks for him to throw at the sorcerer and the pirate.
Well, that's fine too. How big are these rocks?
They're like yay big.
You know, smaller projectiles often travel faster.
Oh, we don't want to hurt anybody, Patrick.
But they give bigger welts. They're a bigger distraction.
I'm trying to trick him into using smaller rocks.
I know.
Causing grievous bodily harm to others is generally frowned upon, even if they are.
We got a message from Tasha. Hold up. Are we going to doing what we think we're doing? I think I can help with these. She wiggles her fingers. I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Well, it's a good thing he's not human, is he? He's a sorcerer. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I was stealing. Yes! As he says, we're going to get Ted's teapot.
What is this? Marcia says. Also, nice to meet you. I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Marcia.
Marcia's a red cap.
It's hard to tell at first. She is a bit too human.
She is.
If you guys can tell me what the fuck it is, I can just grab it. Hey, what's up? I'm Tasha.
That's fair. It is a teapot.
Made of crystal, shining.
Yeah, your standard teapot, I guess.
But where in the house is it?
I don't know. That's why we have to find it. That's why we need to lure the sorcerer and the pirate out. Then we can just go through it.
Erica raises her hand.
Marcia.
Hey, I'm a John.
It's a teapot, so it probably lives in the kitchen.
This teapot, I might put my money on it being somewhere more toward the secret room in the top floor.
There's a secret room?
Then even Patrick's like,
like her jaw drops and everything, and she's like, I think I changed my mind. Can I sneak in?
It's not like we rescued Vin from some room. This has been a while since I played this game.
I think I want to sneak in now. I don't want to ring the doorbell.
I'll ring the doorbell. You can sneak in. Since I've got
all this talk of a secret room has Bella unimpressed. Okay, some backstory for Henry, who's now joining the story. It is there's a New Year's Eve block party going on in Briggenfowl. The current crowd amassed in Marcia's front yard consists of Marcia, Patrick, Erica, all of them. A teenage girl you've never seen before, but definitely has a sort of punkish, rebellious vibe going on. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? I appreciate the comforting rub on the arm. What? You're not touching the new with me.
He's so cute.
Come outside.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi.
One way or the other. Don't leave him here while I'm running the game, though.
He's so cute.
There
Have fun, guys.
Go! Get out!
Be free. Enjoy childish things.
Hey, leave them alone. Leave it alone.
Okay.
Don't touch. It belongs to the contractors. Oh, children. Okay, so anyways.
Small who man.
Back to the adults playing children. Yes. Tasha is there with this human girl who has that sort of rebellious look about her, like half her head shaved and safety pins in the cartilage of her ear. That's
Leather jacket, all sending all the right messages.
overly confident teenage lesbian.
I would watch the show.
You're outside of someone's house, right?
Yes, outside of right outside of Marcia's. There's tables. It's a block party. People are like, she has baked goods and champagne in front of her house.
Everybody sees a very cute Shar-Pei coming, running around, and like starts eating the food. People pull around.
People immediately keep chocolate out of his.
Yeah.
No, this is bad for you. Oh, you can't eat grapes either. That'll kill you. No.
He bites the chocolate. He doesn't give a shit.
A very fussy like woman who obviously loves dogs more than people, like immediately like tries to wrestle him and induce vomiting. So you're gonna need to roll me a Dex Athletics to escape that.
Can I
Use your
bite her
doggy
arm?
skills. Oh no!
I'm not gonna try to like run away. I'm just gonna try to bite her because you just grapple me. That shit doesn't fly.
Well, I mean, she's trying to save you because you stole chocolate. I mean, you could roll antithesis if you want to bite somebody trying to rescue you.
Am I being mean when someone tries
She's
to like?
trying to save you.
But I don't know that.
You
You stole chocolate as a dog.
I mean, it's accurate though. I have made so many dogs vomit because
they don't know what's good for them.
Vomiting is fun. He actually like.
Or run. Just run with the chocolate bars in your mouth.
This is what he does. That's what
the commotion from this has reached the ears of the plotting party in front of Marcia's house.
Marcia like kind of looks over and she just says, "Tabitha brought another damn dog to a party."
Oh, that poor son of a bitch.
She doesn't sound particularly sorry though.
Tabitha, I don't want him peeing on my. Take him home.
She's like looking for his collar, and she's like, his name is Rusty. Does anybody have a dog named Rusty? And from out of one of the houses, like she was like sitting on like the porch looking out the window, and that sort of
It's a fucking stray. Take him to the kennel.
like
No, don't take him away. Eric will run.
those of you who can see Faye Mains realize it's a cat puka. And that's all the players. So anyways, this very like middle-aged cat puka comes out and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, he just gets away from me sometimes, and I'll take him. Thank you so much. What was your name again? Deirdre? Dolly?
Who?
Shh, Rusty.
Oh.
Come on. Let's go back inside and see if we can find Henry.
Rusty starts circling around the cat puka for no reason.
Patrick is actually kind of caught up, was sort of like, you know, enamored with what was going on. You know, first he thought he was going to rescue the dog, but now he sees the cat puka woman. He's like up staring at her, and like like uncomfortably close, like children do, just staring at her. And he starts doing.
She looks at him with his very bright eyes, and she leans down, almost nose to nose.
Marcia steps up behind Patrick when she leans down, and she just like makes sure the woman knows that she's right there should anything go awry.
and Patrick, like not even realizing any possible danger because, you know, it's a cat thing, reaches up to the ears.
Marcia, you notice that sort of like cat tense moment where it's like it can go either way.
She nudges Patrick's shoulder, like just like kind of. She doesn't like grab him, but she kind of, you know, the like parent thing where you like sort of put your hand on the shoulder, and she leans down and says, "It's generally polite to ask people if they want to be touched."
He sort of looks at that. He sort of frowns though, but she's a cat lady.
Yes, they have rights as well.
He just sort of like she goes sort of.
Henry starts to smell the food of the red cap, and this is the way he smells something. Okay, like he doesn't smell like a normal dog.
Mm-hmm.
He gets like, if he finds like a certain smell, he gets like very excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
He like starts to like. You know, like when the dogs find something, their like back body turns extremely like excited. They like their tail shakes and they like go around it, like, you know, like he's like his nose is like touching your leg, but like he's just like circling without his nose like not leaving the body.
She's doing that thing that people do when they want to seem like they like dogs but aren't really sure, where she's like, it's very friendly.
Oh, he's so wrinkly. And Patrick, like, just good. He's now distracted from the cat lady and starts like rubbing the dog's ears and moving the jowls around and stuff. He's so cute.
You know, the dog like puts his like two hands on the owner usually and like tries to play. That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah. Aw, he's dancing. Come on.
Marcia looks at the cat woman and she says, my apologies, he is insatiably curious. And we don't want to put a pin in that, right?
She sort of does this like
cat flexing.
No, I suppose we wouldn't want to deflate his natural joie de vivre. Anyways, come on, Rusty darling. And she like reaches down for his collar. If you come without a fight, I won't give you a flea bath. She says, and she just kind of looks like, don't test my patience, boy. I'm trying to impress
put
the
him in-
neighbors.
How do you get enough fleas to fill a bathtub?
Marcia narrows her eyes for a second. Because something about this isn't great. And she says, we don't currently have a dog, but my husband has the number of a wonderful trainer if it looks like you might need a little help. And she's passive-aggressiving this woman to, I'm not totally sure what my goal is here, but and to be a dick. But something about it looks weird.
Okay. What's the passive aggressive dice I'm rolling for her?
Okay. Marcia has, what is it? It's manipulation, intimidation. So she's rolling 7 dice for passive.
7 dice, diff 6 with explosive possibilities. You got
No, you
Marcia. 6 successes, Marcia.
Come on, Daniel.
Well, whatever it is you're trying to achieve.
I may be passive aggressive, but I'm going to get very aggressive real soon.
She seems to like soften her demeanor quite a bit, and she looks down at the dog and back at Marcia. She mouths quietly the word nephew, but then out loud says, "Do you know the name of a good vet? I think it's about time to get him neutered."
She looked down at the dog, and now that she kind of knows what's going on, she just gives him a look of like, "You fucked up." And says, "Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but I'm sure I could dig one up for you if it."
I am gonna bite her. Bite my mentor.
Rude.
And I will roll my banality later.
I mean, I guess what is that? Dex attack or brawl? Brawl? Yeah.
Yeah, my amazing 3 dice is.
Okay.
You want me to roll for you, man?
No, I have the.
Okay.
The thing.
Cool.
Pancake.
He botches. I do what?
Lick her
hand.
Or it's that wrap around and just slobber. It's not a hard bite.
But congratulations, you won't have to roll your banality for that.
I don't mind.
Marcia looks at the Catwoman and she says, I don't know if we've been properly introduced. And she introduces herself as Marcia Mason and does all the, like, the uppity, yuppie, "Oh, welcome to the neighborhood. Yes, part of the homeowners association. Oh, this book club," that kind of stuff. And then is like, "It seems like your dog could use a little socialization. We could maybe watch him for, I don't know, half an hour. I don't think that this excursion will take much longer than that."
Yeah, we do need a watchdog. Wouldn't you like to be a watchdog? Of course you would. Has no idea it's anything more than a dog.
Erica has primal.
What about that, Rusty? She says, addressing the dog, and feels like an idiot for doing.
Look at all those wrinkles. You look so serious. You're going to be perfect for a watchdog.
Teenagers.
If she is holding, if from the collar.
She just kind of looks at him and then looks at the others. Well, I guess he could use a walk. Do you need a pooper scooper?
I don't do that. No, one of the children will take care of it if that happens, or it'll just be a nice surprise.
Pancake.
She heard somebody talking about pooping.
Oh.
Hi, Pancake. Welcome to the game. Okay, serious. Yes.
All right. So she leaves Rusty in your care and goes and meanders about, and occasionally you see her sort of like oops and knock something over.
That slow push. Oh dear.
Clumsy me.
Not to anyone, but kind of under her breath, she just says, "I don't know what she's on, but I want to try it."
It's catnip.
Probably.
All right. Now that we have a watchdog, we have even something we can add him to the plan. He can be the guard dog. He can bark when people start approaching the house that we don't want, like the sorcerer or the pirate.
And he can make a big puddle of slobber for them to get stuck in.
Yeah.
Marcia looks at the dog and she says, "I would appreciate it if you considered every yard fair game except," and she points at her house, "that one." And then says, "All right, let's go slay a sorcerer or something, I guess."
Yeah.
Vaguely confused all the time about her involvement in any of it.
And by slay, we're going to prank them and steal a teapot.
And she does send human Todd a text to let him know that she is minding the children.
And Todd responds with, "Children?"
She sends back, "You remember that neighborhood boy I was telling you about who's been staying with us at times? His friend." And then continues about her life.
Just a response. "We don't have that many spare rooms, dear. Just remember."
She laughs.
It's time for you to adopt all the lost children.
Become Mrs. Darling. A kiss in the corner of your mouth.
You're already the crocodile. Why not double up?
We'll give you buttons for eyes. It's fine. Hello, other mother.
Oh, God.
All right. Patrick leading the way.
Yes.
Vin's house is just across the way from Marcia's. I can't remember if it was across the street or next door.
It was literally right next door.
Okay. There's still the horse head nailed up above. It's strangely the only house without Christmas lights up because Vin was away for so long. And now it seems like it's too late for that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But the horse head is still there, as well as you notice, like, peeking out of the mailboxes. It's one of those like little mailboxes that's on the side of the door. There is the little notice from the HOA about
horse head,
the lights and the horse head. Yeah, there's a couple of things that have piled up in there.
Rusty shit
probably signed
near the Vin's house.
I'm not going to make you roll for that. So
Thank you. I will mark my territory.
It's yours now. It's your house now.
All right.
All right. I'm going to start climbing the drain pipe. I'll wait till the doorbell rings, and then I'll sneak on in. The rest of you can sneak through the back. You keep watch on everything. And Joey, you have the rocks ready for ordnance.
He just kind of looks like, and looks at the rocks.
See ya! And Patrick, without even another word, just, goes over to the drain pipe and starts climbing. He keeps himself out of the way of the window that's up there, but...
Marcia starts walking toward the door, and she looks at Joey as she goes, and she says, quietly, "Don't throw the rocks."
He nods, and he just sort of, like, drops the rocks in the yard. And just sort of, like, wheels back to the sidewalk to sort of observe things unfold.
Anybody coming to the door with me? Or is everybody
No, Erica's going around the back.
okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I think Tasha's gonna try to be smooth
Hmm.
for once in her life.
In front of your girlfriend.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Turn to Mandy and be like, you want to like, I don't know, check out if there's any hidden places in the back or some shit.
She just kind of smiles like, yeah, why not?
All right, stay safe, kid. To Joey.
And he just sort of like gives his sister sort of a hurt look that she's ditching him, but the sister just like, you'll be fine. You're with your friends. And follows along. Oh, they let a fly in here.
How dare they?
So Tasha, who has never made a move on a girl in her entire life, is trying to find some hidden place to canoodle because she wants to be cool.
In the ultimate rebellion in a sorcerer's backyard. Yes.
But like also nearby, just in case she needs to like sneak off and mooch this teapot, because that's a thing that she can do. But she also doesn't want to like that's too easy, right? She wants to let the kids have their chance.
The Sharpay individual will actually go behind of a tree if there is one,
Mhm.
and like if nobody sees him, he will like switch into someone and then climb to the tree to watch.
Okay.
He
There is
just
a
watching.
a less dog-like and more humanish individual climbs up a tree.
Marcy is like, I imagine once he's up the tree, she can like see him climbing it,
Mhm.
Hmm.
and she just like looks for a second and just says, "I don't want to know." And once she thinks the kids have gotten to about where they want to be, she will go up and ring the doorbell.
You ring the doorbell, there's no answer.
Oh, I have a spare key. I said that. It's in canon. Can I have a spare key?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's they were friends and neighbors, so it seems accurate. So she rings again and then gives like the courtesy knock. And then she lets herself in and pokes her head through the door and says, Vin?
Roll me perception alertness.
What do I do for that? I don't know, because I'm on a phone.
Okay, Michael, roll
Sorry.
5 dice.
5 dice for her. Got it.
Pancake.
1 success.
You smell something.
Oh, God.
It is not a pleasant smell.
I've seen CSI.
You also worked as you had a rather shady job in the past. So it's a familiar, unpleasant smell, but it's been long enough in your past that you can't quite put your nose on what it is.
So Marcia, recognizing that there is the potential for massive trauma to be happening to these children now, beelines toward using her red cap nose wherever this smell is coming from.
Yep. Meanwhile, the doorbell rang, and that was Patrick's cue to get up to the window upstairs and try to jimmy it open.
Okay, let's see, what is that?
Larceny.
Yeah.
Yep. Dex
And
larceny.
Erica is trying to get in the back door.
Okay, Dex larceny for that as well, since you don't have a key.
I love these little criminals.
Yay!
Yay! Lindsay, did you need me to roll, or are you fine rolling?
No, I got it. See. Have no
And
larceny,
yay.
but I have dice for Dex, so let's see how this goes.
Dip 7. Let's do this.
I know, right?
Tasha has a specialty in Dex called Nimble Fingers.
Ooh.
Means
Oh
anything.
my god. You might be using that
Nimble fingers.
Because she's a gunsmith, guys. What are you talking about?
Oh, Mandy, you're a fine girl.
So I hear you got nimble fingers.
Holy
Holy
shit!
crap!
Oh, dang.
Successes.
Well, 2 successes because it's a 7, but still, yeah. I've seen this before. And you just
I know how this works.
I've hung out with Patrick long enough. I know how to do this.
Pink.
I just want to say this. I just want to say this while all this happening. The Henry on the tree, hiding, opens his phone, enters Instagram, and tries to find Vin's Instagram.
Vin does not have an Instagram.
And he just says, "Fucking."
How does he know about the lobster bisque then?
Pinterest, darling, Pinterest.
Interesting.
He then continues checking for social media stuff that he might have.
You find like, I mean, Pinterest, yeah,
Facebook,
yeah, that sort of thing.
What are you doing, Dumbo?
It's very superficial because he's not going to be like, "Hey, visiting the court."
I can see him. It's like the picture in Mulan with like him at the upper end. It's like me and the court seer. He's like,
He has a photo with the count, says like me and the boss, but he doesn't say count.
Facebook. That's all.
Facebook.
So yeah, but yeah, it's not a well-tended site or Facebook page. It's just very superficial sort of stuff, very like professional.
Start shit posting his Facebook.
I mean, you'd have to send a friend request, which is not going to be answered in the scene. Sorry, dear.
Wait, he can't take messages? He can't take messages as well?
I mean, you can send messages, I suppose.
Spam him.
It doesn't mean...
Spam him with your cute, adorable dog face.
Right. Hi, be my friend. Oh. So,
follow his Twitter. Start shit posting on his Twitter. Can I have a moment for Jesus? No. But Jesus.
All right, kids. So, I love that with all of Patrick's dice and so few dice for Lindsay, you guys got the same amount of successes.
Right?
But yes, both the Pisky and the She have managed to open various points of entry into this house. And both of you notice that there is a lot of broken shit.
Even in her room?
Everywhere.
Oh.
There's slashes in the wallpaper. The molding in certain places is reduced to splinters. There's a crash, like as you, Marcia, as you go in, you notice that the banister to the stairwell, there's a place where it's been broken. And Marcia, that smell, you're kind of zeroing in on that smell as it gets stronger as you move in closer to the house. Patrick, you're upstairs, so roll me perception alertness.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. Sorry, I need to remember what my dice are. 4 dice. Okay, let's see if this works. 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you smell something that is unpleasant. It smells very, very bad. Erica, roll me perception alertness.
Meanwhile, the teenager is canoodling. Roll nimble fingers.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just so glad you didn't make her roll charisma because what charisma?
Oh. She has danger sense. I don't know if that would come into play here.
It will soon, but not yet.
Okay. So, 1 success for perception alertness.
Okay. You notice a vase of flowers on a table. Out of all the destruction, because you enter through the kitchen.
Yep.
Through the back door, you enter through the kitchen. So there's just so much broken. But there on the kitchen table, it's the flowers have begun to wilt quite a bit. there's blue and yellow flowers, and something like that. What may have once been sort of a pinkish flower with a sort of minty sweet scent to it. Intelligence, academics, I suppose, to see if you would know what any of these flowers are.
Actually, I have 4 dice for that.
Oh,
Yay!
She has a 3 intelligence.
Nice.
Yeah. If I know anything about kids, it's that they love.
Oh wow! 2
2
successes.
successes.
All right. 2 successes. You know that one of the flowers is a yellow carnation, and the leafy minty smelling one, which is kind of a weird thing to have in there, is basil, but you can't quite put your hand on what the bluish one is.
Okay.
Do I see Erica coming like as I'm walking through the front?
You would, unless she wants to roll for stealth, you could probably hear her.
She would have. Yeah, so as soon as she saw everything broken, she would have immediately forgot about being sneaky, so she wouldn't have been trying to be quiet. So yeah.
You hear something moving amongst broken glass.
So
and she's looking at this vase of stuff.
Okay. As Marcia approaches like the stairwell and stuff, she would look into the kitchen where she heard the noise. And I feel like she would probably I mean, she definitely would say, don't touch anything.
Yeah, Erica shakes her head like, no. I think something bad happened in here.
Something bad absolutely happened in here. I'm going to go get Patrick, and we're going to leave. Wait here, wait outside, just don't touch anything.
You know, I'm going to roll curiosity.
Okay.
Just to see if I can keep him from following the scent, or if he wants to try and see through the broken things if he can find the teapot.
Okay.
I think that's just willpower, diff 8.
Mm-hmm.
I got 1 success. So he's actually going to ignore it. If anything, this is a better distraction than he ever could have hoped for. And with so much broken around, it should be easy to find a teapot. So he's going to start looking.
Okay. Yeah, perception alertness. Those of you outside, like, it feels like it's going kind of slow.
Does Henry smells the thing because I have acute sense smell?
You can roll for it.
4
What's
successes.
going slow? Are you guys sure?
I think we're going at the right speed.
Nice and slow. I have 6 dice on it, and I will roll for it. What's my difficulty?
Well, you're outside the house. We'll say 7.
I have like 3 successes.
Okay. You smell something rotting inside the house.
Ah, tasty. Maybe we can give it to Tasha and her family, and he jumps out and like goes inside, and that was like out of character joke.
Damn, son.
Just kidding. But he actually like goes out like nothing happening. He's like, is everything all right? Hello?
Into the house?
Yeah.
From the back door or the front door?
From the front door.
Okay. Marcia looks back toward him and she says, probably not. I would advise staying there.
As a unseelie person who is like very empathetic, he kind of like understands something from your faces. Something is extremely wrong, and I can roll. If you want, I can roll a perception empathy on you because like he has like a lot of dice in his perception empathy.
Okay, either way. I mean, I don't think she's particularly trying to be like coy about the fact that she's freaked out.
Something bad happened.
Yeah. I know because I used to do bad things. This is not good.
So Erica is torn between listening to an adult and ignoring the commoner.
Wow.
Your true self.
Give in, Yoshi. It is only natural.
Rusty like, around and then says, I actually can know what happened. And then he kind of like, I'm just going to do Chronos. And he actually activates Chronos 1 to see what the fuck happened here.
Okay. Roll it.
What are you in a bunk?
I'm going to do a bunk. And what he's going to do is like, I didn't think of bunk, so I will need to shit something.
Get good.
Yeah, I will get good just a second. You guys talk, I will just take my bunk. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, Marcia didn't like. I hope it didn't come across that she was trying to be like, oh,
No.
This, you know.
No. She understands that it's a scary situation. I'm thinking that she's going to stay downstairs,
Talk to the flowers.
She might think of trying to talk to. Yeah, she'll think of. She has primal. So she could try to talk to the room to see what happened. If she can. Does she have Syne? Let me see if she does have Syne.
Let's go out.
I love
Outside.
like
she does. Oh yeah, I made sure that I gave her. But
1 second. Hey! Go out that way. You're already this way. Take him out this way since you're already that way. You bully. What are you achieving this way? Sir. Go.
The true destruction.
My husband says take him to the backyard to the front, but he's already in here. And he's like, oh, Daniel, all the way through the front. And Daniel's like, no, outside's right in front of me.
Rusty will actually look for a clock if they have a clock, and he will just like throw it on the ground and break it.
There's very few things that aren't broken, but up on the mantelpiece is a clock that the face isn't shattered, even though there is obviously something dragged through the wood of the clock.
He will actually then like pull, like what he will do, he actually like take the clock, like there's 2 signs on the clock, and he will actually turn them back and then put it back. Like he takes the time back on the clock and then puts it, which is like, I'm doing a time jump.
Okay. I'll give that a -2.
Thank you. What do I need to roll for this?
You need to roll Syne and Chronos.
Okay, I don't have a Syne and Chronos. I will just use a bunch of glamour. I'm that good.
That good.
I will spend a willpower as well because I need to know. I don't want to know what the fuck happened here. I got 3 successes.
So how far back can you see with 3 successes?
3 successes. He can see quite a bit back. He can actually. I think he can specify exactly like how what he wants to see.
Backward glance, up to 1 week.
Okay, perfect. You see, nightfall. It's sort of a chaotic thing that you're seeing, because there's other magic sort of struggling along against your Chronos. You see a she. Actually, well, technically you see 2 she and a mortal. The mortal is immediately dispatched by the figure that comes through the door. The figure's cloaked in a shadow, and the face seems to be changing quite a bit. So you're having a hard time actually focusing in on it at first. You see, the human is cut down with a blade. It's quick. It seems to be in the living room, so not in the areas that have been entered so far, but definitely one. It makes sense with one of the how strong the scent of decay is for you. You notice the adult she yell at the child to go um, hide upstairs, and he tosses her a little silver key. And then the dark figure sort of like closes in on him. There's a sword fight at first, and he lops off the hand of the she. Says, "Bad form. Writing that note. Who do you think you are? Trying to rewrite this story."
Uh-oh.
And the older she sort of like grabs at his hand, and he darts up the stairs, and he's like trying to wrap something around his severed hand, the nub where it is. And as he's moving up the stairs, he's attacked again, which is what happens to the banister. He's actually pushed down the stairs via the broken banister. Gets back up. There's more of a fight. There's one of those like storage areas underneath the stairwell, and it's jarred open during the fight, and the shadowy figure takes his sword and he impales the adult she into the wall of this closet. He sort of closes himself around the she and then steps back and wipes his mouth. The she kind of looks very, very pale as the eyes of this figure glow. They're so dark blue, they're almost violet. And for a moment, they turn bright blood red as he raises a hook. It's a chiseled thing, cold. It's very hard for your magic to focus around it just because of the nature of what it is, as it swings downward across the face and chest of the impaled she, finishing him off. The figure closes the door to the storage room behind him, walks to the kitchen, arranges some flowers on a table, calls out, "I'll see you soon, dear," and closes the door behind him.
Womp womp.
Rusty kind of pukes. Or Henry pukes.
Oh. Marcia sees him like, you know, having this moment and then like being obviously viscerally upset about it, and she turns and just charges up the stairs.
Would Erica see Rusty?
Well, he's in the living room, so yeah. I mean, if Marcia could see him, she could see him. It's like there's an opening from the living room, from the main area where Rusty is, to the kitchen. The living room is off to the side, stairwell off the other way. Under the stairwell is still closed. Patrick is upstairs.
He's just trying to grab him so they can get out.
Yeah.
They can all-
Yes. With your 4 successes for finding things, by the way, Michael, you would have you're going to assume that Emma would have kept it in her room.
Yes.
And there's you find yourself in Emma's room. There's a blue flower on her pillow. It kind of has a bellish quality to it. There's like a little table set up with a tea set.
Mama.
Oh, thank you, baby. That's beautiful. Come on down. Thank you. Oh, you're gonna take it? Okay, you have to close the door.
It was hot outside.
Already collecting dross that way. So, anyways, so yeah, you would, there is a little tea set. The teapot doesn't match the rest of the tea set. It's fairly small. Because
found it, he says as he picks it up and puts it in his pocket without even really thinking about it. Mm-hmm. Along with maybe a few other things that he found bits and pieces of in the destruction.
And Marcy is probably calling Patrick's name at this point because she's not worried about anyone finding out that they're here.
Yeah.
She's just worried about them leaving.
Huh? I found it!
Great! You win! There's an exciting adventure, but we have to go right now.
And he's about to leave, but he stops and he looks at the flower again. And there's almost a look on his face for a brief moment as he's looking at the as he's looking at it. I'm just gonna roll remembrance real fast.
And I have a hard stop in like 5 minutes, so I have to go.
Okay.
Okay.
No successes, but he doesn't think about it much, and so he starts hopping down the stairs.
Okay. Marcia gives him a big, strange grin, and she says, "Good job. Let's. Erica is downstairs. How about you go out the back, and I will go out the front and get Rusty."
Awesome, he says, and he starts going through. And he stops again in the kitchen as he looks at the next set of flowers. Now this one might actually trigger. We'll see how it goes because that's 2 things. Unless it's diff 6, he doesn't remember anything about that.
Because Rebecca has to leave quickly, we're going to. Your human side says this is something the police need to know about. Supernatural or not, there's a corpse here.
That's what I was planning on doing, was like pulling them out and being like, she goes talk to the cops.
Okay.
She will make sure that Rusty gets out okay. He looked pretty fucked up from whatever it was that he saw.
Yeah, Erica's with them. She's concerned.
Yeah. So we'll put the remaining party in the backyard gathered.
Sure.
So you guys can go back in after she leaves if you decide to. But yeah, and once you've ushered them all into the yard safely, we can say that Marcia is like, stay.
Yeah. And she, for a reason for there to be like indications that the kids were in there, she'll say that they went to see if Emma wanted to come play, and she said she's got the spare key. They walked in and they found it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Sorry, guys. Thank you. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. Have a good one.
There was a guy with a hook who just like killed Sir Win. I know Sir OC. Just 1 second. Does Sir Win and his mom are friends or were friends?
They would have been associates, friends. He was kind of separated from a lot of that stuff once he was taking care of Emma.
I know that guy. The dude just told him like, "Yo, you're not gonna you're not gonna change the story and then like kill them in a very bad way. And then like there was another kid who was another she who talked like a silver key. Then gave it to him and said, "Go upstairs." This is insane.
Wait, what do you mean a hook?
A guy with a hook in a hand. He basically kills Suburban with the hook.
Right or left?
I think right.
Hook. And there's a very, very serious look on Patrick's face.
Erica's brow is furrowed and her jaw is slightly dropped. Like, is that what I think it is? Like, she knows fairy tales.
I told her Nema's nothing like Hook.
The kid ran upstairs. I didn't see what happened to her, but like the guy was going upstairs.
I didn't see Emma. Didn't they say there was a secret room?
Yeah.
The silver key.
I think.
Bella? You said you know where the secret room is, right?
She does, in fact, know where the fucking room is. It's not all that impressive.
Oh, God.
Then we can see if she's okay. Come on, let's go. She may be a pirate, but she's not Hook.
I think we should go check on her. Erica nods. Let's go back inside.
Bunch of cops there now, right?
Probably not yet.
Not yet.
Marcia's going to get the police. They haven't arrived just yet, I don't think.
That's kind of dangerous, guys. The cops are gonna like be angry with us.
So we'll be in and out before they get here.
God. Yeah.
Come on, old man.
It'll be fine. We'll be fast.
Hopefully, let's go. Let's run.
Yep. And
Mandy just sort of looks and she's like, I'm gonna take my brother away from this.
Did we? Are we like back outside or something?
Yeah, they stayed out for a lookout or whatever, and like everybody's ushered to the backyard. You would have seen like the group and like, okay, you guys stay out here.
Oh, okay, so we saw that. We are present. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep, you've heard the thing about Hook and everything. It's like,
cool. I assumed we did not. So yeah, sure. You want me to like just like put my number in your phone or whatever?
She smiles like, yeah, I'd like that a lot.
Cool, great, yeah. She like tries to do it fast so she can, look nonchalant about it. Like, oh yeah, I do this all the time. Yeah, like text me that you get home cool or whatever. There's weird shit going on.
And she nods. Yeah. Good luck with whatever this is, she says. And,
I'll see you around or something.
I hope so. Not if I see you first or something.
Or something. I felt the nimble fingers overtaking me.
My fingers are tingling.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God.
All right, so where are we?
We are rushing back inside to try and see if we can find the secret room.
Is Tasha gonna follow us in?
She's gonna actually be a lookout outside so that she can like just like because she's not afraid of the cops. If the cops come, she'll be like, yeah, there's some weird shit going on there, but she'll be able to like alert the people inside they need to GTFO.
Mm-hmm.
Don't run away before you tell us what's going on.
Why would I?
Tasha.
Why the fuck would I do that?
I got the feeling. What can I say?
I look like someone who's gonna fucking run away from the cops.
You say the F word a lot.
Shit. Fuck. Crap. I forgot. You're like, what are you, fucking 7? Shit.
I'm
Let's go
11, thank
You didn't-
you.
Didn't hear shit from me. Crap. God
Bella
damn
says
it.
we should go now, or else she's not going to lead us there.
Erica just shakes her head and goes upstairs.
I'm sorry, lady. It's just she is just very rude.
All right.
Fucking right.
As you go upstairs, Bella like darts ahead a bit, and suddenly he comes rushing back, meeting you before you've even completely ascended the stairs. She's seems rather worked up and kind of upset. Her single emotion being fear at the moment.
Well, what is it?
The fire's gone. The fire went out.
What do you mean the fire went out?
The balefire.
Someone destroyed a freehold?
What's a freehold?
Uh-oh. This is bad.
And what's with this closet?
He actually fucking opens the closet.
Which one? The downstairs one? Or the upstairs to the freehold one?
I was talking about the...
freehold.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you open up, there's remnants of stuff. It's a fairly empty, small room. Looks like there was definitely something that went on. There's claw marks, not hook marks, but claw marks, for evenly spaced across the floor, and the walls. It looks like something was like lunging, and but there's no blood anywhere to be seen. There's a small door at the back of this little storage room.
Henry
Yeah,
leads there.
and it's open.
He actually goes there.
Okay. It leads to sort of a false wall in the house. It's not a large room, but it's definitely enough for like two people can stand side by side as they move down the stairwell. It's the sort of thing like during the era of speakeasies and such that people would have had to hide in, sort of thing. This house has probably a little bit of a historic background to it. Leave it to the she to have the one historic house in the fucking suburbs.
I'm sorry, but my mom will say she just so you know.
I don't care. She doesn't have a house in Brigham Fowl. So, anyways, yes, freaking she. Anyways, but there's more of these claw marks, and it seems to be leading down to the basement. You notice as you go down, there's like basement windows. You can actually see like Natasha's feet from where you are.
He looks around and starts seeing tries to smell something. If there's a person here, and he's like, "Hello, is there anyone here?"
As you speak, you hear two things: a low, barely audible growl, and a whimper.
What is a whimper?
Somebody. This is not a human doing this sound.
Something like something like a low grunt of pain or crying.
Fear. Yeah, in this case, fear.
Yeah.
Is it a dog? I
Mm.
can talk to dogs. I can talk to animal speech. Yes, you want to say yes? I
want you to
know
roll me, I guess, perception canning.
it. Okay. 7 dice. God damn it!
What did you
I
get?
don't have any success.
No successes. Yeah.
Fucking shit.
I mean, there's something vaguely canine shaped, growling at something unseen in the corner. It is very, very large. You don't know what breed it is. What the hell is it? Patrick, roll me perception alertness.
See if that Patrick can remember. Aha, Patrick. Possibly 7 successes. No, not 7. Sorry, I was looking at all the 7s. 4 successes.
It almost looks like a Nana.
With that, Patrick's got the sword, is like pulling his sword out in hands, and he's and he
Thank you.
he's not even saying anything as he takes the tip of the sword. I'm assuming there's dirt down here, or is it the floorboard?
It's a floorboard.
Okay, so he runs the tip of the blade around in a circle in the floorboard. It's obviously making a lot of sound because it's tink, 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 and he stabs it right in the middle. And that's my spring bunt to do the level 2 one to get like vines around it to try and like keep it in place.
Okay. I'll give that a 2.
Okay. Totally fine. And is that? I think that's an actor on that one, because, or is it it's not nature, is it? It's definitely not nature anymore.
It might be prop at this point, honestly.
Well, either way, I'm only rolling 3 dice, so
Right.
so I guess I'll have to spend. God, what level of prop then would you say it is? So I can spend the appropriate glamour.
Probably 3.
Okay, so I have to spend 4 glamour on this shit. Okay, well, let's hope this works.
Do you have any draws?
Oh, I do have dross. I can just spend my dross. There we go. Okay, so 2 successes on that. So bursting out of the floorboards underneath it come like vines and tangled like things, and it's like the vines and ivy are all different types of sort of things, and they look like they're in various stages of the seasons, like the bright green of spring, the suppleness of summer. Some of them have the yellowish but still have the full strength of the other 2, but some of them look like they're the faded yellow oranges of autumn, but some of them look like they're very frostbitten and covered with winter, as these ivy vines all just start wrapping around the Nana.
It sort of struggles a bit, but it's keeping its eyes on what it's growling at as it's tangled up in these vines. But it does. There in the corner, you see the faint outline of wings, almost transparent in the darkness.
Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm updating my sheet correctly. Sorry.
It's fine. The others see it as well.
Yep. I'm letting anyone else who wants to do things, because I just did my magic thing. So anyone else want to take point? Anyone? Bueller.
There's somebody huddled in the corner just beyond the tangled up Nana.
Rusty is gonna calm the. He's gonna activate Summer 1. On himself with a very calm light.
Okay.
He will try to say. Actually, he won't. He will actually just move towards the person who is whimpering.
Okay, then full difficulty if you're not going to do a bunk.
No. He is just going to go towards the person.
Oh, no bunk?
He's
Okay.
not going to activate anything.
Okay. There in the corner is a little girl. There seems to be something faintly magical around her, but it's hard to like see it at the moment.
Yeah, Erica's gonna approach her as well.
In her, like as more changelings approach her, she kind of stirs from her near catatonic fear, and just they're gonna take me away.
It's going to be okay.
Gives
It is definitely a lie.
Right?
Nobody says it has to be, a good lie. He looks at her. She looks very fucked up when it comes to her health.
She definitely looks at this point malnourished. She's got dark circles under her eyes. She obviously hasn't eaten anything in a couple of days. She's starting to get kind of a gaunt appearance to her. Who knows how long this dog has had her cornered.
Mm-hmm. Well, Patrick is coming up to the dog because he knows these things are monsters, and the monster is subdued, so he's going to try and hack off its head, or at least stab it right through the head. Kill the monster! Yay!
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh no, I'm ready for this nonsense. So, go ahead.
Dex melee here. Let's see. Fucking nonsense. 18, 10. Sorry, one moment. Hopefully, because it's not... Oh, at least its mobility is lessened. This makes it easier to hit. Oh yeah, diff 5 because it's a short sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to hit.
5 to hit. Let's see. Go into ST Dice Roller. What is it to soak?
Stamina.
Well,
Stamina?
I haven't even rolled damage yet, so.
Okay. I mean, he's tangled, so go ahead.
So I'm adding 5 extra dice to that. Jesus.
If it's tangled, which means it's your attack is -2 difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So it actually would be diff 3 then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay. So 8 extra dice on this attack roll. Jesus. So I'm rolling. Sorry. 12 damage dice to it. Let's see how this goes. That's still diff 6. Okay. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 to it. Let's see it soak. Will the golden sword of Pan pierce through this beast? Find out on this episode.
Jesus. You
do a significant amount of damage to this very, very, very large wolf-like beast. And it does seem to nearly incapacitate it as you try to, I don't know, sever its head, but perhaps you miss the mark just a hair. Significant damage is done to it, and it begins to actually struggle against the vines.
Probably not doing too well now.
I mean, it's not great. But as its blood sort of pours from its wounds and it thrashes, the vines recoil from the beast. And it's free. And you find yourself with its attention on you in a basement where the only exit is where you came in. And a cellar door that leads to the backyard as well. But it's locked from the outside.
The cellar door's locked from the outside?
It's like, imagine like a storm cellar, like
okay.
locked from the outside.
Oh, but we just came down there, didn't we?
You came through the false wall.
Oh, okay. So different.
You couldn't kill the monster? Is that what I'm hearing?
It didn't kill him.
I just missed it, maybe. I'm not sure how bad it actually is. Almost incapacitated from what the words were. So.
Okay.
But now its attention's on me, which is great because that allows me to try and run away from it and drag it my way. So I don't know how much you want to take your turns with its like struggling out of the bonds or whatever.
Oh no, the blood of this thing is so vile and toxic that the vines recoiled from it. And those of you dealing with young Emma, have you touched her?
No.
Not yet.
Okay. Let me know what you're doing then. Because there's this 7-year-old girl looking at you in terror, saying they're going to take me away. Belladonna seems to be almost a faint shadow to her. She's mostly Emma at this point.
Trying to think of.
Should I just actually take her out of her misery? No, I'm not.
No.
I'm kidding.
We need to. So Erica looks at Rusty. Isn't that his name, or is it Henry?
It's actually like his dog name is Rusty. His name is Henry, but like I don't think like you heard his name.
Nope.
As Henry.
Nope. She just knows him as Rusty. Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, she looks at him and she says, "I think we need to get her out of here."
Exactly. That's what we need to do.
So Erica is going to take her hand.
Okay. As you put your hand around her, you feel a cold chill. And as you look at your hand, you notice it almost like your fey mane sort of retreats from that area. Like,
oh boy.
Yeah.
She lets go.
It returns.
What is happening?
Would Henry know about autumn people?
Probably not. I don't know. What's his gray mare at?
His gray mare is, I don't know, the dreaming is bullshit level, which is like 0.
Okay, then no. Definitely not.
Erica has a pointed gray mare. I don't know if that would give her any insight.
I'm gonna say it would take more than that too. That's not something you just tell the children.
Well, yeah, for sure.
She's not. I mean, there's more to it than that. If you want to roll me perception kenning, I'm just trying to fan on. It's hot as hell in this room.
Okay, kenning.
Okay, perception kenning. Difficulty 7. To anybody who wants to make the roll.
I'm a little preoccupied. So.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. But all right. I got 3 whole dice for this.
Do it.
Nope. Nothing for me.
Oh. All right. What about
Henry.
Henry?
I don't have.
Kenning?
Kenning?
I have kenning. Wait, I have kenning.
Yeah, it's perception kenning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I have
Def
a bunch
7.
of dice in that shit, by the way.
Yeah.
I have 7 dice in that.
Nice. Roll it.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the king
Wow.
princess works, 6.
Her Feymane is behind something. She's invoked the autumn. And so this she's wearing banality to protect Belladonna. And so, yeah, there's so much of it around her right now that she looks practically human. In fact, if you didn't know that you were looking at a she, you wouldn't even see the telltale signs of what she is.
He doesn't say anything for a while, and then he actually talks about like she is using her nature. It's something terrible happened here. We should take her out of here immediately. And then like she actually looks at Belladonna and says, "Hey, can help you. Let us help you."
Belladonna looks to be sort of in a state of stasis. Like, it's there. It's sort of a very, very faint overlay on the Emma, but it doesn't seem to be responding to anything. It's behind that wall.
Emma, however, is fully sentient.
Emma is, and she's freaked the hell out by the dog that's been cornering her for days.
Mm-hmm.
And she has repeatedly invoked the autumn to protect herself.
Well, yeah, let's get her out of here. Patrick, do you have that covered?
Come on, doggy, come get me. So there he is as the dog's there. Patrick's doing a bit of a back handspring away from the dog to bunk for Quicksilver to stay just a little bit ahead of the beast, as it probably will go chasing after him to get him to a good point so that he can do hopefully the final blow.
As you're bounding away from him, like, the dog blinks with very intelligent eyes for all of its snarling, takes a step back, and you hear kind of the slithering sounds of closing.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
And the sharp, acrid smell of blood slowly dissipates from the room.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And the growling begins again.
I think we're rolling initiative, everyone.
Yeah. Hey. Do I hear?
You will. Yeah. Roll me perception alertness.
Oh, LOL. So I don't hear anything. Oh, God.
Come get me, doggy, as the storm cellar.
You're there as the lookout, so I'll allow you to spend an
what?
hour to.
Oh, it's okay. I got one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear growling from behind the locked cellar door.
Great. Awesome. Gonna turn around and break that.
Okay, you do that. I'll give you this turn because he's been growling for a while. So, Dex larceny, yeah.
Oh, Dex larceny, yeah, cool.
Yeah, nimble fingers applies.
Excellent. I think I have larceny. I have larceny 1.
The dog.
4 successes.
Okay. Yes. You very quickly pick the lock and fling the door open, and below
draw that pistol.
Yes. Well, so you draw the pistol as the lights from the backyard kind of flood the basement. What you see as you look down, Patrick like prepping himself for something.
Prepping myself for Omni Slash. My limit break's about to get.
The biggest fuck all monster wolfy dog thing.
Great.
Just growling. It's gross. Gross is a good word for it.
What the fuck did you guys do?
We're rescuing somebody. Emma points.
So yeah, but the door is open. Now everybody can roll.
Initiative.
Roll initiative. Yay.
It's Dex and Wits, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, there's something emergency came up, like it's about work. I gotta jump out.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Think you'll be back or not?
I don't think I will be, but like I will try my best.
Okay.
That's fine.
I gotta jump out, guys. See you guys later.
All right, man. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
I need to actually put the R there. Here we go. Patrick, what are you at?
So I'm at 14.
Awesome. Guess you go first.
Yay! Of course I do. I'm the hero.
I go last.
So I'm in the middle of some backhand springs to bunk for Quicksilver. So basically he basically like does a come on at me, doggy, as he does a complete like free-handed backflip and just 1, 2, 3 times before landing in a pose with sword ready out as he's ready to like go charging at the thing. That's probably going to take my turn to bunk, but
okay. Yeah, I will, and I'll give that because of the imminent danger. We'll do a -4.
-4, okay. So I'm at diff 4 on this. Come on, no, not 86 dice. That'd be nice. That would be nice, but no.
How did you botch that? It was a remembrance roll.
So I have next turn I'll have a total of 4 actions.
Okay,
that's a lot.
But if, depending if the dog charges at me, I have at least an action to dodge or parry.
All right, Tasha, your turn.
I wanna activate my gun and shoot the thing.
Activate my gun.
Activate my gun.
Well, because it's a treasure, so.
Okay.
Hold out my gun.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Okay, Dex firearms.
Cool. And I have crack shot, so since I'm not hitting a specific location, I will reduce my rolls by 1, or the difficulty of my rolls by 1.
Yay!
So this is what this character is supposed to do.
I covered wars,
4 successes. That's 5 if my firearms is specialty is pistols and I'm using a pistol.
Okay.
So
And,
that's
roll your
5
damage.
successes.
Okay.
Does it? I don't know if it's gonna dodge or if I just hit it.
You hit it.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't fucking care.
Doesn't fucking care. I got fine.
And ATB creamer.
Yeah.
I'm going to take kids.
Okay, good. It's like I'm going to the grocery store. I'm taking the kids.
Hold on. I have my chart somewhere. Where is my chart? Pistol is 5 plus. Where is my chart? Hold on, I'm so sorry. Someone has the damage for a pistol because I don't know where I put my I had a really nice chart. I promise.
I'm looking it up. Hang on. Pistol base
I'm
damage
the worst.
is it a light or heavy?
I think it's light.
4.
Okay, cool.
I know this is your least favorite part of things, Carol, but thank you for your patience.
I pulled up the chart that I had.
Oh, so I do no damage.
Oh wow.
You do get its attention though.
There's my chart. I found it.
So did you roll?
Yes.
Okay, no damage though?
Yeah, no, because I got ones.
Okay. So yeah, but you do get its attention, and it's its turn. So as you shoot at this massive dog, it leaps out of the cellar and stops in front of you. And then sits in front of you. And cocks its head like it's waiting for you to tell it something.
What, me?
Yep.
The disaster lesbian? She just looks
the
at it
disaster lesbian. This dog is in front of you, waiting for your command.
Hi? Down?
It lays down.
Oh my god. What the fuck is going on, guys? Guys, what the fuck?
Guys, she's asking you what the fuck.
Maybe because you're the adult?
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
Well, it doesn't like kids, obviously.
Speak?
It lifts its head and lets out a very sickly sounding bark.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't human. I don't know how to. I've never had a dog.
You know, now Patrick's curious, so I guess I used up that glamour for nothing. But so Patrick's like kind of, you know, he's still got the sword out. It's still got, oddly enough, for some reason, even though it was like cutting through the noxious blood and stuff, it's not actually affecting the blade. As he's walking past the puddles and he's looking up and he's staring at the dog because it's sitting up, down,
So how about this? Stay, and you guys get Emma the fuck out of here.
The dog seems entirely focused on you at the moment.
I guess I have a dog. How the fuck did this happen?
You have a monster dog. Okay, let's get Emma out of here, Patrick. And
stay. Good boy.
You hear a sort of like a disparaging kind of whimper when you say boy.
Oh, good girl?
Rough.
Good
It's a nana, says Patrick.
I have no idea what the fuck that means, but okay.
I knew a nana once. Bit off my shadow, I think, he says as he goes back down towards, as he starts going back down towards Emma.
So, yes. So you've told it to stay?
Yeah.
It kind of whimpers if you walk away from it.
No, Tasha's gonna stay with it. She's watching it. She's gonna be like holding up her hands like stay, so that and she's gonna wait until they get Emma out of there.
Okay. Anybody who gets like too close to Emma, like any bit that gets like within touching distance, like it turns
gray for a bit with that as your seeming kind of retreats from the autumn that is invoked on this little girl. The police are in the front yard. They haven't made it to the backyard yet. But Emma sort of runs towards them because of everything that's happened recently. The very human Emma is looking for an adult.
Yeah.
All right,
Patrick's kind of like in a little bit of shock because, now that's like, it's Emma, she can kind of see like that there's the difference here. And watching her run off to go find an adult with like, running off without him. And when he was going to do, when he, in his mind, he saved her, and it's just sort of like confused and hurt actually for a moment. He just can't seem to watch as she watches her go. And there's almost an instinct in him in which it's like, he actually sort of slinks back away from the cops because it's not like he's necessarily afraid of cops, but they've tried to catch him before. They'll never catch him, but he sort of like slinks away to like watch from a distance, and just in that hurt, sort of confused sort of way.
The police seem to focus on the girl for quite a bit. They put a blanket around her, get her something warm to drink, some broth because she is obviously malnourished. She tries but can't explain what has happened to her father. Those of you in the backyard, you don't have to roll perception to hear that there are people starting to move through the property of the house. If you want to, I don't know, move from this backyard.
Yeah, listen, girl, I don't know what the fuck you are, but I kept a little red cap girl in my house a secret, so if you want to just, I don't know, come with me, that's cool. I'll figure this out later. We just gotta get the fuck out of here.
It's not particularly comfortable being around this dog, but it is following you. So if you leave, it's definitely going to be staying in your presence for the time being.
Cool.
Poor Nana.
This is a problem for future me.
So yeah, okay. So I don't know. Where do you want to head to before the cops see you?
I mean, I'm nowhere near my house.
This is true.
Patrick, do you have a hideout nearby?
Oh yeah, we could go to the D's backyard.
Great.
Right across the street.
And Erica is thinking, my dad's a she, but I don't think we want to tell him about this. Like, no, we shouldn't go to my house.
What is it? Dex stealth to
yeah.
I'm gonna give it standard difficulty because people are kind of distracted by the sheer amount of chaos being generated from Vin's house. A lot of the single moms had kind of a thing for Vin.
What?
Oh my god.
No.
One success. Woo!
Fail.
I'll carry the lot of us. It's okay. I got this. Yeah, and nimble and if nimble or quick is involved.
Holy shit!
He's not there. He's gone.
That's like 10 successes. Oh my god. Can he give
Patrick doesn't even exist.
Give some of his successes to the rest of us? No.
Probably. I don't know.
Patrick is gross.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They'll never catch me as I walk amongst the police officers.
Hello, Officer Mason. Anyways.
Officer Richards. Officer.
Somebody does look at Natasha. She's kind of rushing across the street, but probably because of the large fucking dog following behind her.
I'm just gonna
As
be
somebody
like, nah.
looks to say something, the dog growls. The person decides perhaps it's best not to pursue this at the moment.
Guys, I guess I have a dog now.
So cool, you got a monster dog.
I don't know what the fuck to do with this.
I mean,
Patrick leaps the fence into Dee's yard and then opens the gate for everyone else to go in.
problematic dog owner. Only the most problematic dogs for my players. Anyways.
Of course, yes.
The dog just follows along and looks up at the treehouse, and that's sort of like, it is very small. I am very big, and it is up there.
Well, Patrick hasn't climbed up the treehouse just yet. So,
Okay. Luckily, the Sings are out visiting out of town family for the new year. You hear people counting down or yelling out like 5 more minutes, whatever, from a house down the way that's completely oblivious
to the carnage.
Yes, that's happening on this street. It's the house on the other side. You know how it goes. A street down. It's a whole nother world. So, anyways, but yes, you find yourself in Dee's backyard with this gruesome looking dog who's obeying the commands of Natasha. Patrick, do you want to roll the remembrance?
Yeah, I will roll remembrance. I can do that. Let's watch me botch.
Oh God.
I do that often. Well, actually, what's the difficulty on this remembrance?
Standard diff.
Okay. Just in case. Nope, don't remember shit.
Jesus Christ, Michael.
I haven't done anything to raise my remembrance either, so it's not helping.
Good gravy.
Well, I do remember it was a Nana. I'm standing by what I said previously. I think I remember a Nana once. It bit off my shadow.
Natasha, roll intelligence or wits. I don't know. That's it. Roll perception or intelligence.
I can roll intelligence.
Okay.
I don't know if analytical. Probably not.
Yeah. Why not?
Then 2 successes.
2 successes. Fantastic. So something dawns on you as you look at this gross, mangy dog-looking thing. Remember that picture? Like, it almost looks like the werewolves from Being Human. In that sort of janky, too much shoulder blade sort of way. But anyways, as you're looking at this mongrel, your eyes kind of drift to the boy with the eyes as green as spring. You remember a shadow dancing across your walls and a sewing kit missing a thimble. You remember the stories. Poor Nana. Poor Nana. And it's slowly beginning to dawn on you as you just heard this boy call this dog a Nana.
Fucking shit. That's messed up. This is so messed up, guys.
What?
I did not sign up for this shit. Patrick, what the fuck?
What? He says he's just completely like numb, dumb, like no comprehension of what's going on.
Erica's looking at Tasha confused. Like,
Poor
what?
Nana.
Yeah, I knew a Nana once. I just said so.
Oh my god. The fuck do I do about this? Hey, nice doggy. Shit, I don't know what the hell to do. Can you, like, communicate in any sort of human fashion to let me know, like, the hell I should do with you?
It gives sort of a whimper and a head tilt. And 1 second, somebody, I think the package is being delivered in. It's not the kind of time of year to leave those out there. So
No,
Got
not
it.
at all.
Yeah.
I actually.
I mean, I guess I can try to use Willow Whisper to talk to the dog,
Oh.
but I don't know that I
you-
want to do that.
You have prop.
Yes, I have one.
Oh. Well,
I
that's
made
better.
sure that I put a point in every realm. So.
Yay! I talk to anything. Oh God, what is this?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey guys, it's you missed Hook by a week. Here's Nana.
Right? Happy New Year.
Oh man. Oh Lord. Oh God. What are the cops gonna find? It's probably horrible.
None of you guys have Garu lore or anything like that, so
No.
No.
yeah. So, anyways, as you say, can you speak human? It lets out some sort of like guttural, like, but as far as you can tell, it's just kind of a growly dog
Cool.
shaped thing.
Cool. So since we're here, I'm just gonna take a look at it because I know that Patrick like took a swipe at it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 1 dot in medicine. Can I look at it to see if it looks like stupidly injured or if it's like just kind of scratched?
Just kind of a gnarly looking scar.
Okay, but it's not gonna bleed out.
No, it's not even open anymore.
Yeah, I left a scar.
What? I don't know what it was doing in that house.
It was growling at Emma.
I know, but like, why the fuck would it be there?
This isn't the first time we've seen them. This isn't the first Nana I've seen here on Brigand Fowl.
There's more than one?
There were 3 that one night. Killed them all. Then a bunch of men in white trucks came and cleaned it up.
Oh, wow. That doesn't sound good.
In the story, there's only one.
Patrick, roll me perception alertness.
2 successes.
Great. You notice it isn't hard to breathe or see around this Nana. So there's something different about this Nana than the others. Also, those of you who are now around the dog for more of a longer amount of time, you can notice that there's also some like healed up burns on the dog.
Hmm.
And Patrick's looking at it, it's like, it's not the same as the other ones, though. The other ones could breathe like terrible smoke. One of them actually bet Redcap Jesus, and he collapsed.
The fuck? You know, don't even worry about it. I have an idea. And she'll take a stick and draw like the alphabet in the ground, and be like, "Okay, this is the only way I can think of to communicate." And then she'll also make like a yes and a no. She's making a Ouija board.
Oh my God.
For this thing to like tap letters out if it can. She's gonna be like, "Do you understand us?"
And he just sort of looks at you and looks at the letters in there and just sort of like puts its paw on the yes, kind of snuffing it out in the process because it's a very, very big paw.
You know, that's fine. Okay, cool. Is there a better question than what the fuck? Because that's the only thing that's going through my mind right now. Guys, help me out.
Ask why it was there?
Yeah. The fuck were you there for?
It looks at you, looks at all the letters, looks at you, and then immediately starts making that very familiar dog about to hack something up sound. Like,
Oh god.
Uh-oh. Erica gets the fuck out of the way.
Patrick staring in fascination.
And yeah, like it takes a few minutes before it hacks up two things. One, a fairly desiccated human hand.
Oh god.
Ah. Ew.
And a rhododendron flower.
I still don't know what the hell this means.
Did you, I think it might have done something to Emma's dad.
No, Hook did something to Vin.
Well, okay. Do you think that Hook was using Nana?
Patrick's face sort of frowns as he sort of scrunches up his face, like he's trying to remember something.
Hey Nana, who do you work for?
It looks at you.
Like,
oh god, that doesn't help.
When you say it doesn't help, it just sort of like puts its paw, because I'm imagining you wrote the alphabet in the snow.
Yeah.
DARLING.
That's what I was afraid of. Okay, but does that mean that you know, I guess my extended family is working for Hook or for Emma's? Are we working? That's not how the story goes. Wendy's not a fan of Hook.
Just cocks its head, kind of confused.
Your feelings on the guy with the hook for a hand. Cool guy. Like, cool guy, bad guy. Thumbs up, thumbs down, neutral.
It just like puts it like DAR.
This isn't helping.
darling. Can dog speak sarcastic?
I don't fucking know.
Why does he keep spelling out darling?
I asked if it was sarcasm, because most people say, darling.
No.
I've heard it a lot.
No. So, Erica, you know the story of Peter Pan, right?
Yes.
He's talking about Wendy, darling. I maybe know the chick.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it gets weirder, I promise.
Okay. She just nods. Like, all right, I'm here for this. Whatever.
Oh yeah, you had Wendy's sewing kit.
Yeah, I do.
That's why Nana's listening to you.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, well, Nana thinks you're Wendy, so you're Wendy now. Hi, Wendy. And
No,
waves.
that's not.
Yep.
No.
That's
Wendy
how-
was my great grandmother. I'm Tasha.
Not according to Nana.
Listen. Nana was the nurse to the whole darling family in general, so she's just doing her fucking job. But it's still,
Hey,
it's not
Nana.
great.
Hey, Nana. Where's Wendy?
She looks at Tasha.
Oh my god.
Told you, you're Wendy. Hi, Wendy.
No.
Erica
have
is
to get a little
curious
more
about
specific.
Erica's curious about what happened if she tries to pet Nana, so she's going to.
Touching Nana feels akin to touching Emma.
Oh, yeah, she recoils quickly. Like, okay, don't touch Nana.
But okay, Patrick, I'm confused because in the story, Wendy was like on your team, right? And Hook was on like the bad guys team. So like, why would Wendy be working with Hook?
That's going to require a remembrance roll, and I'm going to spend a willpower on this one because I think he's going to focus real hard on this one.
Okay.
So let's see if it works. Come on, Patrick. What's the difficulty on this one?
We'll go standard diff, just because you've remembered your Peter Pan by this point.
I got one success thanks to the willpower spend. So
Okay. Remember, and you know what? In all of its connotation that it's had this game, you remember the name Red-Handed Jill.
And he's thinking for a moment, and then he remembers, I saw her. She was at the she was in the children's center. But she wasn't calling herself Wendy anymore. Then he looks at Nanda. What happened to Red-Handed Jill?
The dog picks up and stands up and starts walking. It walks slowly, constantly looking over its shoulder. See if you guys are going to follow it.
Yep, absolutely.
I guess we trust this thing. Cool.
Yeah.
There's no turning back now. She's all in.
Patrick's walking along and he says, I don't remember exactly how it happened, but she became a pirate. And she started calling herself Red-Handed Jill.
As it pads through the streets, the people just seem to really clear a path.
I can't imagine why.
What?
What? No, I'm not paid enough to deal with this. Not my dog, not my problem. Anyways, yes, they abruptly clear a path of this thing as it goes through the streets and sort of takes the shortest path possible to the burned down remains of a house. It's largely been cleared by now, but it's still evident that it was fire damage. There's still an investigation being done into what happened.
Oh shit, she fucking dead.
And Patrick's actually sort of standing there, and there's a weird sort of mix of feelings. They're not necessarily all of like him as Patrick right now, but a lot of other feelings, maybe memories of the past and stuff, and it hurts. And he sort of like walks like under the caution, like investigation ongoing tape and stuff like that, and he goes amidst the ashes and he's looking around at things. Like it's mostly burned down. There's probably like barely any framework left, or
yeah, lots of mud. But as you walk through, you kind of, your toe catches something broken that's on the ground.
And he reaches down and picks it up.
It's broken at the foot. But down below are two pieces. A little boy whose foot is broken off, and the other piece is a little girl holding on to a foot.
As he picks up these two pieces of this thing, I'm assuming there's still a little bit like, fire damage and stuff on it.
Significant fire damage. That's why you can't, the paint is gone.
Yeah. But he's looking at like these two pieces and takes a moment. That's me. And that's Wendy.
Erica's just kind of looking wide-eyed, like, holy shit, this is all real.
I remember the rock. We were there. I'd gone to help. There was a fight with Hook, and he subconsciously rubs a hand along his abdomen. He hurt me, We're stuck. I gave her there was a kite. Michael's kite. I couldn't fly, but I could at least but at least she could, at least with the kite. She didn't want to go, but I made her go. To die would be an awfully big adventure. I remember, and he sort of drops. I remember I was bringing her, he says, as he's like looking down at the ground and he's like going through like the ashes and stuff. I remember bringing her to the other boys, and they killed her. I thought, at least I thought they'd killed her, and it was, but my kiss saved her. She can't be dead. She had my kiss, right? And he sort of looks at Nana, and there's tears in his eyes. Did someone kill the Wendy bird?
The dog kind of gives one of those like, and gives kind of a low growl, and like licks at one of its burn wounds, and just kind of looks at Patrick and back at Tasha, and then sort of lays in the snow and kind of just kind of a sad whine.
You were in the fire.
Another whine from Nana.
And you probably tried to save her, but couldn't.
Sort of a bark. It's very soft. In that weird gnarled bark that Nana does.
Erica just kind of sits next to Nana, doesn't touch her, but sits next to her in the snow, and there are tears coming down her face.
Yeah, Tasha will go over to Patrick and put an arm around him because he's obviously upset, and this is real fucked up. But she's not going to say that out loud because I think that's like the general consensus.
I think they know.
Yeah,
This is a real fucked up situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real fucked up right here.
Real fucked up. You should name this scene "Real Fucked Up."
Fucked up shit happening. If I do say so myself, I do say so. That is what I am talking about.
As you guys are there consoling each other, fireworks are ignited in the sky in the distance, ringing in the new year. The faint hymn of Auld Syne rising from the lovely homes of Brigand Fowl. It's a new year.
You have. He's actually crying. He is actually crying, and he's actually holding on to Tasha for a moment. And
Erica will go over to him as well.
And I apologize ahead of time for this, but there's one point he actually sort of gets mad a little bit, and he starts. It's like it's petulant, sort of like Why did she give you my kiss? Why did she give it to you? It could have saved her. Could have saved her.
Lets him be petulant. You just get out whatever anger because she's shaking her head because she has no idea.
Yeah, that acorn was passed down to you from your mother, from your grandmother, from
she never even met this lady.
Yeah. So. As far as you knew, she died a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly.
she was in the wellness center. And finally, he manages to calm down. She joined Hook. That's where he is. That's his new ship.
You hear sirens in the distance, and a van passes along the street. It says Ronald Reagan's Children's Wellness Center. Underneath it, a subsidiary of Magdalene. And it's heading towards the Ronald Reagan's Children's Wellness Center, and it's coming from the direction of Vin's house.
Oh, they're taking Emma there.
And I think this is where we'll end today's scene.
We've broken in there once.
Oh God!
You guys got a lot of questions that you need to ask a player that isn't here today. So, thank you, players, for playing, and we'll see you next year.
Yeah.
All right.
Happy New Year's, everyone.
Happy New
Hook,
Year.
line, and sinker.